Today we're going to talk about cults and cult-like behavior. Begin. What is a cult? A cult is a misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing, and usually that particular person is the cult leader. The cult leader is usually charismatic, but also knows how to manipulate, is an authoritarian, and demands full control, especially from people that's not in the group, want to keep their followers isolated, is a narcissist, has an us versus them mentality. So many times the followers will never allow you to access their leader, especially if they don't like you. And lastly, the leader is always the central focus of the group. There have been many infamous cult leaders throughout the years, but we're going to mainly focus on the non-religious, non-spiritual ones, since most cult leaders are religious. Asterisk.
Jim Jones was born in 1931 in Crete, Indiana, as a child. His father was a disabled World War I vet who couldn't support his family off his military pension alone. His mom wasn't much of a homemaker, so they eventually divorced. Jim was a troubled kid that was deeply fascinated by religion and death. Neighbors said he would hold mock funerals for roadkill. He once put cow manure in a minister's Bible. He also replaced his urine with holy water. In the 1950s, Jones founded a church in Indianapolis called the Wings of Deliverance, later renamed the People's Temple. He gained followers through charismatic preaching, social justice activism, and claims of miraculous healing. By the 1960s, he moved his congregation to California, where his influence grew. He even became chairman of the San Francisco Housing Authority Commission. But behind the scenes, Jones was becoming increasingly authoritarian and paranoid. In 1977, amid growing allegations of abuse and financial misconduct, he relocated hundreds of followers to a remote jungle commune in Guyana called Jonestown. A year later, in 1978, the utopian dream collapsed in horror. Jones orchestrated a mass murder-suicide of over 900 people, including children, and U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan. Jones died that same day from a gunshot wound and never went to jail. His legacy remains one of the darkest chapters in modern history. Dwight York, born in 1945 in Boston and raised partly in Massachusetts and New Jersey, had a turbulent childhood marked by frequent moves and brushes with the law as a teen. In the late 1960s, he moved to New York City, where he began teaching an esoteric blend of Black nationalism, Islam, Christianity, and mysticism. By the 1970s, in Brooklyn, he founded the Ansar Allah community, later known as the New Wahhabian Nation, often keeping them isolated in tightly guarded buildings while promoting his writings and music. In the 1990s, the group relocated to rural Georgia, rebranding as the Yamasee New Wahhabian Moors. York's empire collapsed in 2002 when federal agents arrested him on charges of child molestation, racketeering, and fraud. He was convicted in 2004 and is serving a 135-year prison sentence. And there's so many more cult leaders we didn't discuss, but if you want to join the conversation, feel free to leave a comment so we can talk about these evil people and their dirty deeds on the next live. But until then,